Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's time for our weekly update video. Yesterday I was a little busy and I couldn't do the video, so sorry for that if you expected that. But now it's Tuesday and I made some time and I prepared the video for today. So let's jump straight into the content for now. It's been a pretty boring week actually, but there are some things that changed that I would want to show you. First I want to do a little recap of the last video of last week where I drew the line in the sand, which is this 13.5k region where you can see that we got rejected on the previous bull market. We got rejected several times over and we had some difficulty breaking through, which started the bull market again. And yeah, that's a level that I have a buy order set up, and if we reach that, that would be nice. If we don't, then not a problem. Of course, I also have buy orders at the 19.3 and at the 18.4k-ish region. So let's see if they get filled. If not, then it's not a problem. But this is a little recap of last week where I think that we will see the bottom if it's not in yet. There are some other things that I would like to show you, and those are on the weekly. We're still in this falling wedge scenario, which is very interesting because this is a bullish bias pattern, right? And you can see several touch points right here on the line and here on the resistance as well, which is holding us down. And right now we're right in the center of it, right? So interesting to see this unfolding. Like I said, a falling wedge is a bullish biased pattern, and what we normally see is a breakout, a retest, and then go up towards the top of the channel. And this is the 69k again. So that is very interesting. But yeah, since we're in a bear market right now, I do believe that we could potentially go if I let me draw this line. Oh, I'm in brush mode. Okay. Let me just do that right here. If we take this line a little further down, then the crossroads will be somewhere at the end of this year, which would be interesting, of course, but I wouldn't, it wouldn't surprise me at all if we go sideways into 2024. But yeah, so basically we're consolidating at this all-time high peak from the previous bull market. Like I said, it is very interesting to see that that the level is being held up, which is interesting, of course, because it doesn't have that much significance, but psychologically probably has. So let's take a look at the daily channel. Yeah, you can see we're in this sideways movement right now, and I guess what some people are worried about right now is that we saw this going down. Then we consolidated sideways, we went down, we consolidated sideways, and people expect maybe that we go down and consolidate sideways again, which is a very valid pattern, of course. We've got some buy orders set up right here on this line. You can see the significance right here in July. And that's the reason why we've put buy orders right there. And the whole reason for that is, of course, just to buy as cheap Bitcoin as we can, and then average our price of buying Bitcoins, right? So that's quite interesting. The thing is that it is interesting that this 19.67k yeah, is being supported, and the bottom line of that is the 19.2k. You can see right here it has confluence, right here is a little lower, but yeah, it is a very valid pattern, right? So I wanted to show you some interesting thing that's happening on the daily, and if you follow me for a while now, then you know that I like to momentum trade, right? So what we can see right here is the MACD, and the MACD is showing that it is going to cross. The blue line is going to cross the orange line, which is called a golden cross. And what might happen is that the blue line goes like that, and the red line just goes like that, something like that. So that's a bullish cross. So let's just say that that's the scenario, right? Then we have to look at historical data points. I've prepared those already, and see what happened when the blue line crossed the orange line, right? So let's just have a look, right? I'll zoom in a little bit, and then you can see it happened right here, right? So what happened after the cross? The lines stayed very close to each other. The RSI or the MACD was, the histogram was, yeah, they stayed together a long time, and you can see that it barely made any difference, right? So, oh, one thing I would like to mention right now is that you can see momentum turning from the dark red right here. It's turning into lighter red, and it's moving up, right? So it's suggesting that momentum is going green, 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 and up. That's yeah, basically what we're looking for. So let's get back to when it happened. Nothing really happened here. What happened here? Nothing really happened here. Here we have another. It made a small rise of, let's measure this from here to here. 23% move. Very nice, of course, yeah. And it happened here as well. Bullish cross. That was a, or the golden cross, that was a, we had that one, this one. 20% move. Nice. This one right here, it crossed somewhere around here. 26% move. So yeah, we can go on and on and on. I've prepared more, of course. What's interesting to see is that when it spikes really up high, then that comes with a lot of volume as well. Then yeah, you can see that a lot of interesting gains could be made. It signals the bottom or close to the bottom, right? So, or at least the immediate short-term bottom. This is a 69% move, and right here we saw a, from there to there, because it crossed over there, 75% move. So yeah, it is interesting to see what will unfold on this daily pattern, if the histogram will have the golden cross and eventually will move into the green. If that were the case, then yeah, we will likely see some resistance from these levels right here, and but potentially break out of this falling wedge, right? And that would be very interesting. So it is a momentum indicator which I like to trade on. So yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on this and keep you updated in the Discord channel as well to see what will happen, right? Well, let's see. Let's have a look at ETH. Ethereum is, sorry, excuse me, is very close to it. I think it's 11 days or 10 days until the hard fork update merge. And yeah, we saw some nice, let me look at the daily because we see some nice upward momentum. So the question for Ethereum, and I have a lot of Ethereum, is will this be a buy the rumors, sell the news event? Will you keep your ETH expecting the merge will help rise the price, or will we see a fall down of the Ethereum price? And if you expect that, then it would be wise to sell Ethereum. Let me know what you think. If you have an Ethereum, and if you consider selling it through this news event, which is interesting, right? There's also one last thing. Yeah, we can look at the US 500. It's in a downtrend as well, but is the DXY, the dollar index, was yesterday above 110, and I've been looking at this pattern right here, and I saw this pattern, this rising wedge, which is different than this falling wedge, right? So a falling wedge is a bullish pattern, it breaks and goes up, and a rising wedge is basically a bearish pattern, right? So it goes like here and it falls to the bottom mostly. So we all know the correlation between the dollar index and the Bitcoin price. And some similarities we saw is that when the dollar goes sideways, or at least loses momentum like this, right? Then you can see that it's still rising, but it's losing momentum after a parabolic run. Yeah, parabolic run, losing momentum, but still growing. That's when Bitcoin also let me grab this by the weekly and see what happens, right? So unfortunately I cannot merge them together, right? So but here you can see there was a parabolic run, but then it flattened out, right? So this flattening out started around December of 19. December of 19, right here. So anyway, it started flattening out right there, and then you can saw it slowly crawling up. This is the start of the bull market, December of 20. Let's see if the dollar index has something in it. It's still going. December of 20. That's right here, right? So it's bottomed out and loses momentum, and then it rises again, which is the start of the bear season first. So interesting thing is that when the DXY goes parabolic and it loses momentum, then the price of Bitcoin tends to rise, because investors will not put their money in the dollar, but in other assets, right? Here you can see it again, losing momentum. This actually is a blow off top. Here it also going up and losing momentum, right? So you can see that we're in a parabolic run right now, right here. So it's not losing momentum, which indicates to me that there, at least for now, there is not anything showing that Bitcoin will rise and start a bull market again. So, but we still have to wait until the dollar index is losing more momentum, and then is the time to be very bullish if you trade on the counterpart of the DXY, of course. So those are all interesting indicators that shows that we're not out of the bear market yet. But if you trade on a daily pattern, you definitely can use this golden cross right here in order to trade. We're likely to see at least 20%, right? So which was showed on historical data. So that's not something you get in your bank with your banker account, right? So maybe you buy some now, take 15% profit, and then sell everything again, or at least that amount you bought. Then you have a 15% profit, which is very nice, unleveraged, of course. If you leverage it, then you can multiply that by how many times your leverage is, right? So very interesting to see what will happen in the next couple of days. If this golden cross will be confirmed, I'll keep you updated on the Discord. For now, if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, you should certainly consider doing so. And that's it for now. Bye.